whenever you travel, you should take the least things. If you can just take memories, and the only things you should leave behind are footprints. So, according to that, as you have a mission, did how did you counter that feeling of greed that I really want this? And did that experience make you feel it is a good way to do things, or taking would have been better? Do you regret not taking something like a souvenir or other things? And also, when you left, do you think you left anything more than just footprints?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Uh, when I start, the whole journey was about going without anything to go minimum as possible, and that was one of my biggest asset because that's how I connect with people because I don't have anything, and every night I go to people, I ask, can I stay in front of their home, and that's how I get in their home, staying with them, eating with them. Many people like I hardly buy things because I don't have like money to buy anything. So many people offer me many things that I couldn't take because it's too heavy or it's hard to take with me. And also thing is I'm not like materialistic person, so not much in a materialistic world. So I avoid that in early part of my life. Later on, I decide to take some little things that I can show to the people because that's also one of the way to connect with the people in back home or in India, so they can see and experience through that small object. So then I start taking like very small pages or something like that, and then like what happened, like if someone give me something, I take I collect that, and if I meet some good person, then I forward that gift. So it's according like gift economy. But I think so. I still have some souvenir and something that put some valuable message in my life. So I collect those items and I want to display them to the museum or something, so the young generation can take some inspiration from that. So those kind of things. So yeah, that's kind of things. Yeah.
Was it hard? Like you had a whole life before you started this mission, like your family, your place to live, and maybe your job and people you were acquainted with. When you started the mission, or when you heard that you had to go, was it hard to leave everything behind?
One of the important thing about this journey is an inspiration was to seek the truth of life. That was the biggest inspiration for this journey. So I think there was not much hard for me because the inspiration was one of the biggest thing to go to search that truth, and it's not something that every day you strike. Through your everyday experience, you get something out of it. So that was the biggest thing of my journey. So I don't think so. Like it was a hard decision for me. It was hard decision for my mother and my family because they are so much attached with me, and especially the area they're living in a small village, so they don't have any awareness about the world, what's going on. So there was a fear of unknown. So that was hard for them. For me, it was pretty simple because I see human being as me. Because there was a great leader, great saint in Maharashtra. It's called Sant Jnaneshwar, and he said, "Avge Vishwa Chamche Ghar." That means whole universe is my family. The whole world is my family. So I don't know. It's my upbringing that give me that sense of connecting with everyone. So I never feel like I'm outsider anywhere across the world. I go, I talk with people like they are my brother and sister. So I just go. I never have this fear, and I had now mothers in Japan, China, Britain, Germany, Uzbekistan, Serbia, many brothers, and so I developed a lot of relations across the world. And but still, I don't want to be like that as person because that's give me freedom to explore more and more, to seek the truth of life, and want to go and cultivate my mind toward the truth. So once you are detached, you are open up to this kind of world, so you explore more and more, so you don't see back too much. So think always forward. Also you have to see backward, but not too much. But for part towards truth, I think so is very important, and I think so that's a very important things for human being to understand who we are and why does we exist on this planet. So I think so this is, I think so, very important thing for human being, and I think so everyone should try for this to find to liberate ourselves more and more. Thank you.
When you traveled and you gained this experience, but is this experience, like you said, you aren't a materialistic person, but suppose someone else did this and they were materialistic person, then will this experience be able to get them a sustainable job and help them become a functional member of a society, or will it just be a soul filling experience?
So like if you travel, like everyone has different experience, and if you are a good storyteller, I think so this is the beautiful things that I think so everyone should do this. But like it's very few people do things like this. So people who travel, they have a lot of stories, and the stories, I think so stories are very important. And when you travel, you most of time 95%, more than 95%, you get good stories, and this is very important for human beings, for human society to work and cooperate. So for that, the stories are very important. That can be that can give a good goodwill, and that can change the society. Some people at least that can change. So storytelling, I think so, is very important. And so if they do that some kind of things, I think so this is a great thing if they can share the story with people, and that's bring the whole universe, whole world together. So I think that's a beautiful thing, and you can do so many things because once you travel, one of the important thing is like you are aware about environment. So these people find different way, because every country, every place, every village has a different ideas to sustain or find different ways. So these different ways they can understand and they can implement in their area. So this is, I think, so beautiful thing that you can find many things. Like if you travel, whole world is open for you, so you can do anything in the world. You never feel like that you don't know this thing, because every day for last five years and one day is for unknown for me. Every day is unknown for me, but I go and I explore every day. So you don't feel about any unknown thing in the life. You don't have any afraid. You don't have, get afraid for these kind of things. So I think so this is life goes easy. You see life so simple because you don't need so many things. Life is very simple. So most important thing for your after your journey is, for me, is like how I can serve back to human being, because 5 years people saw me a lot of, they helped me a lot. So how I can serve this whole humanity. So this is my intention right now. So I think so many people can do a lot of things once they travel. A lot of opportunity, they can get a lot of opportunity because you have different experience that normal people cannot have. So you can get good jobs, like many people across the world, the NGOs and organizations, they inviting me for working for them. So these things are happening. Many people want me as their brand ambassador. So there is a lot of opportunities, I think so.